Hey, it's Rick. It's Thursday, June 29th. One more day left in the quarter. Just going to do a quick update. The Canadian market's getting to an interesting spot, and I'll talk about that in a minute. That's the main reason for this video tonight. Just quickly looking at the spiders, just sort of wedging up to this pullback. It's wedging up, so jury's out what's going to happen, whether we go up from here sideways or back down to test the 21-day moving average, but we'll take it for what it is. It only moved up. It was fairly tight range today. The interesting thing is the equal weight had a much stronger day. And if you look at the QQQs, again, the QQQs are dominated by a couple of stocks make up 40% of this index. It was actually down slightly on the day, but the equal weight was down but closed near the high. And then when you look at the mid caps, had a very strong day. So there's clearly some sector rotation going on here. Money coming out of the big guys. So if you look at like Apple had just a mediocre day today. Microsoft was down a bit. Google, Red, NVIDIA down. So money is clearly coming out of these mega behemoth companies and rotating into more of the mid caps. So this is a good sign because this is the playground that I like to play in. So nothing much to do from there. But the Canadian exchange, XIU, I've drawn this here. Sort of this, we're in a downsloping channel. And it shows up well over here in the weekly chart. Longer term, it's in an up. Going back to last July or August, I guess, we're in sort of an uptrending channel. But since April, we've been in a clear downtrend, and we're coming up to this downtrend line here. So what I expect is going to happen. I'm going to look at HXU because it's a double leveraged instrument, which I prefer to trade because I get 2 times the bang for the buck. I got a really good entry down here, and so, but I'm in no hurry to take any profits here. Obviously my stop is now a break even, so I can't lose on this. But with this channel here, here's what I think I would love to see. And then in which case we'll load the boat. So tomorrow we have a long weekend coming up, so I expect this is going to be really quiet. And then Tuesday is July 4th in the US, so the Canadian markets won't hardly trade. So over the next couple of days, I'm thinking that this could happen. We just drift down. And that's what I'm really hoping will happen. So my tool is not working here great. So we drift down a bit and then come back up through here. I will double my position in the HXU, and also we'll have a really clear line in the sand where to put a pretty tight stop. So the stop will come from, well, now mine's at break even, but it'll come up in here. So really we're talking a risk of only 1%, 1.5%, and hoping for, go back to the weekly here, a ride back up to the $20 range, which is $1.70. What's that? It's almost 10%. So there's a potential for a good trade / investment in the Canadian market that could transpire by late next week. So just keep your eyes and ears open on that. Just quickly on my open positions, NOA got stopped out yesterday when I was on the golf course, which I expected. And I see it's recovered today, but I'm not getting too excited by it. But this could set up here for another move higher. So it's still on my radar screen. So it's not giving up on it yet. Where else am I? Okay, FTNT had a really good day. Now another all-time high. So a series of 1, 2, 3 higher highs and higher lows. So I expect this will rest over the next couple of days with the holidays, and then resume its uptrend. I've been able to raise my stop here to break even, so I really don't care what happens to this one. UPRO, of course, is the proxy for the S&P. My stop has been raised to break even, so again, I don't care what happens. It's basically a free trade. If it does go sideways and then it goes out from there, I will be definitely adding to this position. West Shore Terminals on the Canadian side of things had a little red day today, a little pullback, nothing to get too excited about. I'm looking to add, because I just took a really small position in this because I don't trust this first downtrend line break. But if we get some confirmation this is going to go back up, I will be adding to this position. And then HXU I talked about, and then I added a new position today in HXL. It's a little anticipatory, and Mark Minervini would not be pleased. I'm in here at 73.90, I think it is. So anticipating this thing is going to break out to new all-time highs. You can see it's come up here 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th time. And this is really kind of a dumb early entry, because if I really think this is going to $100, I'm in at 73.90. Why don't I wait until it takes out these highs up here at $75? So for an extra 1%, I'm taking on much more risk, as opposed to it's a safer buy once it clears, certainly clears $75. However, I get antsy and I tend to get in these things early. I did take a fairly big position during the day, but then sized it down by half right at the close because I'm not going to carry that much risk overnight. And my stop is underneath today's low, so it's a fairly tight stop. Okay, so that's it. That's all. Probably won't be doing I might do a weekend video if I see anything interesting setting up for next week. Share my watch list, share my focus list, and maybe a few high-end deck things, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, cheers, everybody.